Morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode from Scrapyard Rescue. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. For all you viewers that haven't subscribed, just do it right now. Just hit it. You got it? Good. Perfect. All right. So in today's video, here's what I've decided to do. Since I got this load of parts from a car I bought, parts car I bought a while back, and I got fenders and doors and stuff like that, and my fenders on Fairlane number 1 need to be repaired or replaced. So I was going to sell these thinking it would be easier to fix the fenders on the car and not fix it, but you have to take the fenders off to get those front nose pieces off the front fenders. So, and I've got new ones of those. Well, they're not new. They came with this parts car, but they're in better shape. So I finally decided I'm just going to do these old fenders, strip them all down to bare metal. They do need a little bit of body work. This one does. The other one's actually in even better shape. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just swap the fenders. It'll be easier. I'll show you over here in a second what I'm dealing with, and then I'll start work. I started sanding a little bit on here just to see how hard it was going to be, and it looks like it's going to come off pretty easy. So I can get it stripped down to bare metal and fix it up and stuff. So let me get you over here and look at the stuff we're doing and what we're planning on doing and go from there. Okay, you can see that this is the damage there on the front where that fender's actually split. I've been kind of waiting for my friend to come down and visit and bring his welder, and I thought we could weld these up and, you know, we could fix that dent. That wouldn't be that hard, and get that welded and cleaned up. The rest of the fender is in real nice shape except this nose piece. You can see how that's cracked and split. And it's dented in right there, which I can't, there's no way to fix that without taking it off. So that's the worst fender. Over here on the passenger side, you can see the nose piece is worse. It's split there, dented in right there. The fender's crinkled right there. There's a little small ding down there. And actually otherwise that's pretty good. There's some stuff going on here that I don't know for sure what's causing this, but you know, when I get it off, it'll be big. And then I'll have nice good, you know, the front end will be done. And then the other body work I'm going to do eventually, as you can see there's a little bit of a dent in the back of the door. There's a spot there that'll need a little filler. There's a spot, where is it? Right there, you can see. Down here there's a little bit of stuff. I probably won't do much with that. Then we got that should be easy to fix, and then that should be easy to fix. Those are pretty straightforward dents. So then that'll be good, and then come around to the back, and then there's just that'll be an easy fix to get that cleaned up. I already replaced these fender finishers on the back a while back because I got some from somebody. I don't remember who I got them from, but I got those, and so they're pretty good. There's a little bit down here on it that I can take this one off and probably fix that. And then this is the worst spot on the back. That's going to be pretty tough to fix. I don't know. I guess it's just going to take some time, a little bit there, and there's a little crease there. There's kind of a crease right along here. I don't know if the camera shows it. you know, right in there. A little bit, nothing bad. And then that's about it. And then I think the body on this thing will be, you know, nice. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here and get a bunch of sandpaper out and start working on this one. You can see I just hit it here for like a minute. Well, maybe 5 minutes. But it cleaned that off pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and strip this down first. And then right in here, you can see a little bit of damage here that will have to be welded. And there's some little rough stuff here. There was a dent in here and I just reached in there, popped it, and it popped right back out. But I'm still going to have to smooth that. It's not perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started on that. And I'm not going to film me standing here for an hour sanding the fender down. That would be pretty boring. So we'll get back in here when I get this all sanded down. Okay, fellas, that didn't take very long. I only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of sandpaper. Stripped it down pretty fast. This is, you can see a little better here now that the paint's off. What I'm going to have to do there. I'm going to have to get the hammer and some stuff out and see if I can get it smoother. Smooth as I can anyway, and then we'll just have to, you know, use some filler and stuff on it. I'm not going to strip the inside. There's no point in it. It's all still got a good factory paint on it. I'll get this stuff cleaned up a little bit. I got to get it reset, rigged up here a little different so I can get the top done. But just wanted to show you that. That didn't take very long. Maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes I've been doing that. So we'll just, I'll try to get it turned around so I can get the top and go with that. Okay guys, well I got the top done. So it's good enough for now. Anyway, I got all the main stuff off. I gotta do some, you know, get around in the edges. But of course I'm done for the day because it's raining out now. Every time something, you know, it's always something. I gotta get this inside, get it in the shed here so it don't rust some more in the rain. But so that's enough for this part of the video, and I'll be back with some more later. Morning everybody. It's been a couple days since we started working on this fender. We had a couple days of rain, so I had to put everything away, but that's okay. It's getting awful dry around here already, so we needed the rain. So I got the fender. It's all sanded down. It actually didn't take that long. Cleaned up really nice. But I got this spot here where I have to do some body work. You can see I got a coat of mud on it. I did manage to get a coat put on it yesterday in a little break in the clouds and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sand this down and just kind of give it the first sand, see how it looks. Clean this part up a little bit better. And then I realized that I'm just going to do that. Then I'm going to have to quit on it for a while because there's this little lip right here. It's got about a 2-inch crack right on the seam here. So I'm going to have to get that welded and ground down and cleaned up. Otherwise, it's just going to, you know, it's going to be a mess. I might as well do it while it's off here, do it right, and get it fixed. So I'm going to probably just get this cleaned up and see how it cleaned up. And I don't know if I'll have to put another coat on. Probably will. You know, another kind of finish coat. And but I do have the other fender that I can start on and get it stripped down. And in the same spot on the other fender, there's some little bit of damage on that too. It wasn't quite as bad as this, But I was surprised I was able to pound this out with my little crappy old hammers and stuff. And I got it, well, for me, I got it really good. You know, if you're a professional body guy, you would tell me it looks like shit, but, you know, I know that. And I need to get a welder. I used to have a nice welder, but when I moved down here, I sold all the stuff I had in my bike shop and everything, and I sold the welder I had, and you know, which was, I wish I would have never done. But I got to get another one. I was just looking at a couple of them online that popped up. There was just a small, kind of cheapy one. I forget the name of it now. I'm sure it's a Chinese-made one, but it was like a 4-in-1 dual voltage, which would just be perfect for me, just to do little stuff like this. I'm not fabricating anything. I'm not doing anything. I just need to weld this once in a while or tack that once in a while. And I don't know if it's, well, you guys have the same problem, but every time I click on something like that so I can read about it, all it does is pop up with this stuff to join this and do this, and do you want to chat, and do I want to do that, do I want to do this? And I'm like, no, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to read the specs, see how much it costs, and see how much I have to pay for it and how long it's going to take to get it. That's all the information I want on it, and then I can make up my mind if I want it. I don't want to chat with somebody. What the hell do I have to chat to them about? So I gave up on that. And stuff. I don't know. I'll have to get one here pretty soon. But anybody has any ideas on just a cheap little welder just to have to fix something like this? That's all I need. Let me know. You know, put it down in those comments. Let me know, like, hey, I got this one and it works pretty good and it only cost me this much money. You know, give me a little something better to work on. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get the sander and stuff out. I'm going to hit this with the sander, smooth it out, see how it looks, and then I'll get you back in here and we'll kind of go from there and maybe get the other fender over here and get that prepped down and ground down and everything and stuff. So we'll get back with you in a little bit with the results. Okay guys, you can see that I got this sanded down here pretty good. I think I'm going to do one more little skim coat. Where am I at here? Right here. In here there's a little bit I need to get in, and a couple little spots in here I have to get some more in. And then right here you can see between these two lines, I got to get in between these lines right in here. This part here, I got to get this welded up here and then get this ground and smoothed down and everything. I can't go any further than that. So I might go ahead and put a little skim coat up here on this and just kind of get this, you know, ready. And then I'm not going to do anything on the rest of it till I can get it welded and stuff. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do there. I got this pretty good. I was surprised I was able to get that. I gotta get something in here and smooth it out. I can't get it any better with just beating on it, but it doesn't look too bad. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. And then I'll do maybe another one on the other fender. The other fender is pretty much the same. This spot, it's got a bad spot in the same place, but it's only about half of what this one was. So that should be pretty easy. So I'll probably drag that over here this afternoon and maybe see if I can get it smoothed out and stuff and stripped down. And then we'll do another video here in another day or two, kind of seeing where we're at with it and everything. So before we end the video, I want you to make sure you hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up and leave comments. You know, if you guys that know body work, you have some tips for me and ideas and stuff I can do, boy, I'd be glad to hear from you. I'm not good at this. I just not good at it. I know it takes years to get, you know, to be a professional doing this stuff, and I've never liked doing it. But you know, I don't have any choice. So, anyways, oh, and two, if you still want some of the free stickers I'm sending out, I'll leave a text number down below in the description. All you got to do is just text me an address to mail them to, and I'll send them out to you. But otherwise, I'm going to end the video here. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.